I accidentally fell in love with my husband and I don't know how to break it to him. My husband just texted asking where the divorce papers are. They're in my gym bag, unsigned for 2 months, while his have been sitting on our kitchen counter since last week with his signature already there. Tomorrow is the deadline. We only got married for health insurance and his mortgage money. 6 months, then divorce. That was our deal. But I've been faking sick every time the lawyer calls. Food poisoning, car trouble, work emergencies. He thinks I'm bad with paperwork. He has no idea I practice signing my name at 3 a.m., then cry because I can't do it. The truth would end everything. The first 2 months we lived like ghosts. I knew his schedule so well I could avoid him completely. He labeled his milk, I labeled mine. We had a spreadsheet for expenses that he updated every Sunday while I pretended to be asleep. I thought he was the most uptight person I'd ever met. Then my routine surgery turned into emergency surgery. I woke up to him yelling at a doctor about pain medication doses while waving medical articles on his phone. His shirt was inside out and he hadn't shaved in 3 days. The nurse said he'd been there the whole time and security almost removed him twice for arguing with staff. When I asked why he stayed, he got this look and said the forms listed him as my husband, so he acted like one. Recovery destroyed our boundaries. He had to help me shower while we were both fully clothed, and he stared at the ceiling holding my arm. I wanted to die from embarrassment. He just showed up the next morning at 7 with a waterproof stool he'd bought overnight. Week 4, I fell and was too proud to call for help. Found him at midnight scrubbing my blood off his bathroom floor. When he saw me watching, he snapped. Started yelling about how I could permanently damage my spine being this stubborn. It was our first real fight, and I was crying from pain and medication while he stood there with my blood on his hands. He slept on my bedroom floor that night. Month 3, his ex showed up. Beautiful, confident, still in love with him. She laughed when he said we were married because everyone knew about our arrangement. Said she'd wait. I heard the long silence when she asked if he still loved her. He made us grilled cheese after she left, and we ate watching TV like she'd never existed. Month 6 hit, and he turned into a business executive about the divorce. Papers printed with sticky tabs showing where to sign. Lawyer scheduled for Tuesday at 2. Written on the calendar in Reading. He even offered to pay the filing fees. I got food poisoning that Monday from perfectly fine Chinese food. My car wouldn't start the next week, even though it started fine once he left. When I called in with a work emergency the 3rd time, I could hear him breathing through his nose the way he does when he's trying not to say something mean. He confronted me while I was making coffee. Asked if I was trying to extend for insurance reasons. The lie came out easily because it was better than admitting I'd memorized how he takes his coffee at exactly 6:45 every morning. He said fine, 1 more month, but his jaw was tight and he didn't eat the breakfast I made. That month was torture. He started dating Amanda from his gym who had perfect teeth and laughed at all his boring work stories. The first time he brought her over, I smiled so hard my face hurt, then went to my room and pressed my face into my pillow until I couldn't breathe. She was actually nice, which made it worse. He asked what I thought about her while doing dishes, and I said she seemed great while gripping a plate so hard I thought it would break. He nodded but looked disappointed. 2 weeks ago, he came home drunk from their date. He never came home from her place, but there he was, stumbling into the kitchen where I was eating ice cream from the container. He said Amanda was perfect on paper. Smart, pretty, uncomplicated were his exact words while I dug holes in my ice cream. Then he looked right at me with those drunk, honest eyes and said her laugh was wrong. I asked what that meant, even though my heart was pounding. He said it wasn't my laugh and went to bed like he hadn't just broken something inside me. Next morning, he made breakfast like nothing happened. Amanda's toothbrush disappeared. Her gym bag vanished. We fell back into routine, except now I caught him staring. Now his fingers brushed mine when he handed me plates. Now he made my favorite pasta without asking. Yesterday, he left the divorce papers on the counter with a yellow sticky note that said, "Lawyer needs these tomorrow," with his signature already there in blue ink. I stood there holding the pen for 10 minutes but couldn't sign. This morning, he's making breakfast, humming that nervous song he doesn't know he hums, glancing at the empty counter where the papers were. They're in my gym bag now, hidden under sweaty clothes. He's stirring eggs, but I can see his jaw getting tight. In 30 seconds, he's going to ask where they are. I still don't have an answer.